Imagine closing your eyes tonight, drifting into sleep, and suddenly, amidst the shifting scenes of your dream, a face appears, one you've never seen before, yet it feels strangely familiar. A bald man with thick eyebrows, a neutral expression, and piercing eyes that seem to look right through you. He doesn't speak, he just watches. Now, what if I told you that thousands of people around the world have reported seeing this exact same face in their dreams? No connection between them. No reason why they should all dream of the same mysterious man. Yet they do. This isn't an urban legend. It's a real phenomenon that has puzzled psychologists, neuroscientists, and dream researchers for years. Some believe it's a trick of the mind, an example of how our subconscious processes faces. Others suspect something far more eerie, a hidden force influencing our dreams. And here's the real question. What if you see him tonight? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just start to wonder if you've met him before, without even realizing it. Before we dive into the mystery, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever dreamed of a face that seemed out of place? The face that haunts our dreams. It started with a single sketch. A simple, almost generic face. Round head, thin lips, thick eyebrows, and deep-set eyes. At first glance, nothing about it stands out. But for some reason, thousands of people have looked at this drawing and felt a chill run down their spine. Why? Because they've seen him before, in their dreams. The origins of this man. The earliest known mention of this strange phenomenon dates back to 2006, when a psychiatrist in New York claimed that a patient described seeing a mysterious man in their dreams. The patient insisted they had never met this person in real life. Intrigued, the psychiatrist sketched the face based on the description. What happened next was even stranger. The psychiatrist left the drawing on his desk, and other patients, completely unrelated to the first, began recognizing the face. One after another, they claimed, "I've seen this man in my dreams too." The psychiatrist, now deeply curious, decided to share the drawing with colleagues. Within months, reports of the same face appearing in dreams worldwide began to surface. People from different countries, backgrounds, and cultures, none of whom knew each other, described eerily similar encounters. The shared dream experience. Many who have encountered this man in their dreams recall similar details. He never speaks, but his presence is overwhelming. Sometimes he watches from a distance, in a crowd, a hallway, or even at the foot of their bed. Others report interacting with him in bizarre symbolic ways. Some say he offers cryptic advice, while others claim he leads them through surreal dreamscapes. A few have described feeling paralyzed in his presence, unable to move or wake up. The most disturbing accounts come from those who say the dreams repeat, that he keeps coming back. Who is he? With so many reports surfacing, theories began to spread like wildfire. Was this an example of collective unconscious, a deep, shared archetype that manifests across human minds? Or was something more sinister at play? The phenomenon was so intriguing that a website, thisman.org, was created to collect reports from those who had seen him. Soon, hundreds of testimonies flooded in, each eerily similar. So, what's the explanation? Is this just a trick of the mind, or is there something or someone reaching into our dreams? Before we explore the theories, let's step back and ask, what does science say about shared dream experiences? A worldwide dream phenomenon or collective delusion? Imagine waking up from a strange dream, only to discover that thousands of people around the world have had the exact same experience. A man they've never met appears in their dreams, watching them, sometimes speaking in riddles, sometimes just existing. It sounds like something out of a psychological thriller. But is this truly a shared dream phenomenon, or could it be an elaborate case of collective delusion? The role of the collective unconscious, one of the most fascinating explanations. For this mystery comes from the theories of Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists in history. Jung proposed that all human beings share something called the collective unconscious, a deep, hidden layer of the mind where ancient memories, symbols, and archetypes reside. According to Jung, our dreams often tap into this shared psychological reservoir, manifesting common symbols like the wise old man, the shadowy figure, or the motherly protector. Could this man be one of these archetypes? Supporters of this theory suggest that his bald head, thick eyebrows, and neutral expression may be a deeply embedded symbol, perhaps representing authority, mystery, or hidden knowledge. But if that's true, why is he appearing now? The internet's role. Did suggestion create the mystery? Skeptics argue that the widespread reports of this man may be nothing more than the power of suggestion at work. Let's break it down. The sketch appears online. In the late 2000s, the website thisman.org is created, showcasing a drawing of this man and inviting people to share their dream experiences. The story spreads rapidly. As people see the image and read the testimonials, many start questioning their own dreams. The dream contagion effect. Some people who never dreamed of this man before begin seeing him in their dreams, not because he was there all along, but because their subconscious absorbed the idea after exposure to the story. This is known as dream incubation, a phenomenon where outside influences shape what we experience in dreams. Have you ever watched a horror movie before bed and then had a nightmare? That's dream incubation in action. Mass psychogenic illness. A modern urban legend? Another possible explanation is mass psychogenic illness, MPI, a psychological condition where a group of people experience similar symptoms, often triggered by suggestion, media, or cultural influence. Historical examples include the Salem witch trials, 1692, where mass hysteria led people to believe they were seeing witches and experiencing supernatural attacks. The Dancing Plague, 1518, a mysterious case in which dozens of people in Strasbourg began dancing uncontrollably for days, some even dying from exhaustion. Could this man be a modern digital version of such a phenomenon? A kind of internet-fueled hysteria where people believe they've shared a dream simply because they've read about it? But what if it's more than just psychology? While skeptics dismiss this man as a product of collective suggestion, believers in the phenomenon argue that too many people, from completely different cultures and time periods, have described the same face without prior exposure. Some claim they saw this man in their dreams before ever learning about him online. Others report eerily similar dream scenarios, even when they live on opposite sides of the world. A few even say that he speaks to them in dreams, revealing information they couldn't have known otherwise. If this is all just an illusion of the mind, why does it feel so real to those who have experienced it? Coming up next, the science of recognizing faces in dreams. Science has an answer for everything. Or at least it tries. But what does neuroscience say about why we see familiar or unfamiliar faces in our dreams? Stay with me as we explore how our brains process faces while we sleep, and why we might be creating this man without even realizing it. The science of recognizing faces in dreams. Have you ever dreamed of a complete stranger? A face you've never seen before? It's a strange feeling, like your mind has created a person out of thin air. But is that really what's happening? If thousands of people claim to have seen this man in their dreams, could there be a scientific explanation? Or is something more mysterious at play? How does the brain create faces in dreams? To understand why this man keeps appearing in dreams, we need to explore how the brain processes and recalls faces during sleep. The fusiform gyrus, a part of the brain responsible for recognizing faces, plays a crucial role in storing and reconstructing facial features. When you sleep, your brain doesn't just replay memories, it remixes them. That's why dreams often contain familiar elements, but in strange, distorted combinations. Neuroscientists suggest that our dreams may pull facial features from our memory banks, but not always as a whole. Instead, the brain mixes and matches elements from different people we've encountered. Your dream might create a stranger's face using your childhood friend's eyes, a barista's nose, and a random person's smile from a crowd. You might not even realize where these elements came from, because the brain doesn't label them. Could this man be a face built from fragments of multiple people, making him feel familiar even if we've never met him? Déjà, rêver, the illusion of remembering a dream. There's a phenomenon called déjà, rêver, which means already dreamed. It's the eerie feeling that you've seen something before in a dream, even if you haven't. This happens because the brain sometimes misattributes memories, blending real dreams with suggestion or imagination. Imagine seeing this man's face on the internet. Days or weeks later, you dream of a mysterious figure. Upon waking, your brain fills in the gaps, making you think that you've always seen him before, even though you actually just learned about him recently. Could this explain why so many people believe they have dreamed of this man long before learning about him? The shadowy figures of sleep paralysis. Not all encounters with this man happen in normal dreams. Some people claim to see him in a terrifying state between waking and sleeping, known as sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis occurs when your brain wakes up, but your body remains frozen. Many people report seeing shadowy figures or strange entities during these episodes. Some say, this man appears at the foot of their bed watching silently. Others feel an overwhelming presence, as if he's in the room even if they can't see him. A few experience a suffocating pressure on their chest, a classic symptom of sleep paralysis. Could this man be another version of the Hat Man or Shadow People, mysterious entities commonly seen during sleep paralysis? What if he's more than just a dream? Even with all these scientific explanations, some believers argue that the consistency of this man's appearance across cultures, time periods, and dream experiences is too strange to ignore. Why do people from vastly different backgrounds describe the same thick eyebrows, bald head, and emotionless expression? Why do so many dream of him giving cryptic advice or warnings? Why do some people see him multiple times, even years apart? If he's just a trick of the brain, why does he feel so real? Coming up next, theories that go beyond science. What if this? Man is not just a product of our subconscious, but something more? In Chapter 4, we'll explore theories that range from paranormal encounters and time travelers to government experiments and digital consciousness. Could this man be reaching out through dreams for a reason? Let's find out. Theories that go beyond science. If this man was just a strange internet hoax, why do so many unrelated people claim to have dreamed of him before they ever heard of the phenomenon? Science offers explanations about how the brain constructs faces in dreams. But what if this man isn't just a product of our subconscious? What if there's something or someone trying to reach us through our dreams? In this chapter, we'll explore some of the most chilling, bizarre, and mind-bending theories that go beyond neuroscience. The collective unconscious theory, a shared human memory. Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung proposed the idea of the collective unconscious, a deep hidden layer of the mind that connects all humans, filled with archetypal images and symbols. Could this man be an archetype of the human psyche, an ancient symbol that appears in dreams across cultures and generations? Some people compare him to figures like the wise old man, a guide appearing in myths and folklore. But here's where it gets eerie. Unlike other dream archetypes, this man's appearance is specific and consistent. His bald head, thick eyebrows, and neutral expression don't change from person to person. If he was just an abstract symbol, why does he look the same to everyone? Could he be something imprinted in human memory since ancient times? The interdimensional being theory, a visitor from beyond? What if dreams are more than just random neural activity? Some believe dreams allow us to access different planes of existence, realms beyond time and space. If that's true, this man could be an interdimensional traveler, appearing in our subconscious because that's where our worlds intersect, a non-human intelligence trying to communicate with us, a spirit guide or entity that exists outside of our waking reality. Some people report that this man doesn't just appear randomly, he delivers messages, gives cryptic warnings, or simply watches. If he were just a figment of the imagination, why do so many claim to have meaningful interactions with him? 3. The government experiment theory. Dream infiltration? What if this man isn't supernatural, but the result of a secret experiment in dream manipulation? There have been real, documented government projects exploring dream control. The MKUltra program in the 1950s researched mind control techniques, including the use of hallucinogens and hypnosis. Modern studies suggest brainwave manipulation through external stimuli, like sound frequencies, could shape dreams. Could this man be part of an experiment to implant images into people's subconscious minds? If so, why? Is he being used to test mass influence through dreams? Could the internet itself be spreading the phenomenon, making more people dream of him after seeing his image? This theory raises a disturbing question. Are our dreams truly our own? The time traveler theory, a face from the future? Another theory suggests that this man is someone from the future, perhaps a time traveler using dreams as a form of contact. Some believe future civilizations will develop the ability to communicate through dreams, sending information backwards, in time. If that's true, this man could be a messenger trying to reach us, using dreams as a medium that bypasses physical limitations. But here's the real mystery. If he's from the future, what is he trying to tell us? The simulation theory, a glitch in the program, one of the strangest possibilities is that we are living inside a simulation, and this man is a sign of a glitch in the system. Think about it. If reality is a complex simulation, our dreams could be moments where we briefly perceive the underlying code. This man could be a background character in the simulation, accidentally appearing in multiple people's dreams. Could he be a figure embedded in the program of reality, surfacing when the system malfunctions? Final thoughts. What do you believe? Science, psychology, and folklore all offer different explanations for this man, but none fully explain why he appears in so many dreams across the world. Is he a projection of our subconscious minds, a spiritual or interdimensional entity, a government, experiment, or time traveler, or is he simply an idea that took on a life of its own? In the final chapter, we'll explore real accounts from people who have dreamed of this man and the eerie patterns that emerge when you put their stories side by side. Could their experiences hold the key to unlocking this mystery? Real stories. Of those who have dreamed of this man throughout history, people have reported seeing strange and unexplainable figures in their dreams. But this man is different. Unlike vague or shifting dream characters, he is always the same. His bald head, thick eyebrows, and neutral expression appearing consistently across thousands of dream accounts worldwide. Some encounters are benign, others terrifying, but one thing remains the same. The people who dream of him never forget. In this final chapter, we will explore real stories from those who claim to have seen this man in their dreams and the unsettling patterns that emerge when their experiences are compared. He knew things about me that no one else did. A woman from New York recalls, waking up in a cold sweat after a disturbing dream. I was standing in an empty subway station when I saw him sitting on a bench. He didn't speak at first. He just looked at me. Then he smiled and said, "It's not your fault." The woman, who had recently lost a loved one, was shaken. The words seemed too personal, too specific to be random. I had never seen that face before in my life. But when I found the picture of this man online, my heart nearly stopped. It was him. Exactly him. Had her mind created a consoling figure from her own subconscious? Or did this man truly know something about her? He stood at the foot of my bed. A man from London describes a terrifying encounter. I woke up in the middle of the night, completely frozen. At first I thought it was sleep paralysis, but then I saw him. He was standing at the foot of my bed, just staring at me. He didn't move. He didn't blink. He was just there. After what felt like an eternity, the man snapped awake. He thought it had just been a bad dream, until he saw a shadowy figure move past his window. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in demons. But after that night, I don't know what to believe anymore. He gave me instructions, and they came true. A university student in Australia had a series of dreams in which this man appeared as a guide. He told me things that seemed meaningless at first, like, "Don't take the 8:30 bus tomorrow," or "Avoid the man in the red jacket." She ignored the first warning, but was late the next morning and missed the 8:30 bus. Later, she found out that the bus had been in an accident. After that, she started listening to the dreams. The last time he appeared, he told me something I still don't understand. He said, "Soon the window will open. You must decide whether to step through." What could it mean? Was he warning her about something in the future? We all had the same dream. One of the strangest reports comes from a group of friends in California who all dreamed of this man on the same night. We were at a party, talking about weird dreams, when one of my friends mentioned a creepy bald man with thick eyebrows. Another friend turned pale and said, "Wait, I saw him too, last night." Then the third friend said the same thing. They had all seen the same face in different dreams, on the same night. The dreams weren't identical, but this man appeared in each of them, giving cryptic messages. It was like he was trying to tell us something, but we couldn't understand. It in coincidence, or something much stranger? He's been in my dreams since I was a child. Not all encounters with this man are recent. Some people claim he has been appearing in their dreams for years, long before the phenomenon became known. A woman in Canada shared her chilling story. "I first dreamed of him when I was 5. He was standing at the edge of a playground, watching. He didn't seem scary, just there. As I grew older, he kept showing up. Sometimes he spoke, sometimes he just stared. It wasn't until I was in my 20s that I saw his face online and realized other people have seen him too. What? Does it mean when a mysterious figure appears throughout a person's entire life? The unsettling patterns in these stories, after collecting thousands of accounts, some disturbing patterns emerge. This man often appears as a messenger, delivering cryptic warnings or insights. He sometimes watches from a distance, never speaking. He can be comforting or terrifying depending on the dream. Some claim he knows personal details that a dream character shouldn't know. Many people dream of him without ever having heard of the phenomenon before. These similarities are difficult to explain. If this man was purely a viral hoax, why do people describe the same experiences before ever seeing his image online? Final thoughts. Who or what is this man? Now that you've heard the stories, what do you believe? Is he a manifestation of the subconscious mind, a reflection of something deep within us? Is he a shared entity, a being that exists outside of dreams and enters our minds while we sleep? Could he be a time traveler, an interdimensional visitor, or even a message from a hidden reality? Or is he simply watching, waiting, appearing in more dreams than we realize? Maybe tonight, when you close your eyes, you'll see him too. Now, it's your turn. Have you ever seen this man in your dreams? Share your experience in the comments. And if you want to uncover more mysteries hidden within your mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Because next time, we'll dive even deeper. Sweet dreams.